Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about load securement as far as coils, plate, rebar, and pipe. It's mainly all the things we haul. Occasionally we do bring other things back if freight's slow at certain areas. So stay tuned and I'm going to give you guys a walk around and show you guys how it's done. Hey guys, so things you should have in your trailer for hauling steel coils, plate, rebar, and pipe. So I have enough chunks of 4x4 lumber. I cut it to 4 feet long, so that therefore if you're walking through the trailer you're not tripping over a bunch of wood. Then I have a bunch of chunks at 8 feet. So we'll use that typically for plate, rebar, pipe, and whatnot. So, and then we have friction mats. So I know in Canada they require you to have these hauling coils, and I believe they do in the US. So essentially what they do is if I was to put my hand on that, and then someone was trying to move it, it would stick to the floor and it grips. So it just helps with movement as far as if you have coils or anything sitting on top of it. And then these chunks of rubber here, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's cheap insurance. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your coil bunks on top of the friction mat, then set your wood inside. And then you throw 2 of these on per coil is what I do. And it makes it so the coil's not resting and sitting directly on the wood. That way you don't have to worry about the coil getting damaged or having to put an insurance claim in for damaged freight. And then we have the coil bunks here. So like I said, we carry enough for 6 coils. Then I always carry some bungees in case you ever have to open your kit and bungee it open so it doesn't slide. I know a lot of steel places here in Canada, they require you to open your kit for driving through the building to get loaded, and then you put your tarp inside, and I can show you guys that in another video if you're interested, and then you bungee it open. That way you can see down both sides of the trailer when you're rolling through the building. So I keep extra bungees, so that helps. Then I keep a couple blankets, the moving blankets, if we end up bringing freight back that's sharp or something that could cut straps and whatnot. So then we also carry a couple portable straps. So if you're loading a coil shotgun, they require you to throw a couple straps over top, so that's what I'll use those for. And then we carry corner protectors, the metal ones with the rubber on the inside, so they're good if you got a chain plate or whatnot. You can put them on the corner so you're not damaging the freight. Then we also carry the plastic corner protectors if you're using straps. It's not a good idea to fray straps and stuff. The MTO and all those guys, they love giving people a hard time for that. So then all our binders and chains are 5/16, so these ones are rated for 4,700 pounds. I can definitely recommend getting the higher rating ones, say 6,000. Just makes your job a lot easier. You might not have to use as many chains, say on a coil, and it just speeds up the process getting in and out of place, especially with the E-logs this day and age. Like, time is money, and we got to get going. It's one thing, we got to make sure we're safe going down the road, but anything that can shave some time off will save us at the end of the day. And then as far as the corner protectors for inside the coil, they look like this. These are plastic ones. I do have the metal ones with the rubber on the back side. Either or work. These ones I believe are a little bit cheaper. I get all of the equipment I have on this trailer from Verdun Tarps. It's a place locally here in Canada. They have a bunch of different warehouses, and you guys can get anything you need. They're basically a one-stop shop for repairing tarps, buying tarps, headache racks, chains, binders, straps, corner protectors. You name it for load securement, they have it. So, and then we run these plates. So basically they just slide in, they pop in the floor. So the way these work, if this is sitting downwards like this, it will just pop right out. So the goal is you put it in there, and then you want it on an incline standing up. If it's standing up, it's not going to pop out. Whereas if it's sitting down like this, you're going to lose your load. So right now we're loaded with 2 coils. I'm going to be heading for Chicago here this next week. So the week before Christmas. So basically I have 1 coil placed right around the landing gear and 1 closer to the back axle. I have a stationary fixed 10-1 spread trailer, so I find the placement as far as the coils, it's the best spot for them. And we will get into that in another video, where you should place coils, whether you have 1, 2, 3, or even 6. And we'll talk more about weight distribution. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to tie down a coil here and how to do the mathematics to figure out how many chains you need on a coil. And yeah, so stay tuned and we're gonna get at this. Okay guys, so we're gonna tie down this coil. So this is a 15,300 pound coil. So the mathematics behind this is you're gonna take 15,300 pounds divided by the load rating on your chains and binders. So in our case, it's 4,700 pounds. And then you're gonna divide that by 2. So you gotta remember, we're tying down this coil, not lifting it up. Lifting it up, you would need 15,300 pounds or more, but we're tying it down. So you only need half the load rating. So basically, we're taking 15,300 pounds divided by 4,700 pounds divided by 2. So that's going to give you 1.62 chains required legally on this coil. So in our case, you could get away with 2 chains. Because we're going 8-9 hours up the road, we're going to put 3 to be safe. So you can get away with 1 chain, 2 binders, depending on the length of your chains, the thickness of it, if it works out. So it's still legal. You still have your 4 points of contact. It's all preference, what you want to do. So I'm going to use 1 chain, 2 binders. So basically gives you 2 chains. Then we're going to run a 3rd one through the middle. So you're going to start by putting your corner protectors on, and then we're going to run the 1 chain through. So remember, put your hook underneath this plate here. If this plate is straight down, it's going to pop up. You want it lifting upwards, and it will not come undone. So I do the 1 chain there, attach my other binder here. So we're still using the 1 chain, 2 binders. So we're going to tighten this one up, make sure everything stays straight, everything's still in the track. Then we're going to come to the other one, snug this up. now we're legal to go down the road, but we're gonna put one more just to be safe. Always make sure the hook's facing up. You don't want to damage the coil. Like I said, insurance claims are not cheap. You don't want them. So that's that. So all our plates are facing up. Nothing's going to come loose. In 11 years, I've had one chain come loose. And that I had over and above what I needed, so we were still safe to go down the road. So as far as the friction mats, like I was telling you guys, that's what it's going to look like. Your coil bunks on top, wood in there. The rubber just saves the coil from getting wrecked. So this is the end result. This is what it's going to look like. Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna do a video on plate, rebar, and pipe and how to secure that down. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop comments. It helps out. We can keep the content coming. Until next time, keep the shiny side up and keep on trucking.